hotel tips for when you are traveling with a service dog. So there's a few things that you can do for a hotel stay with your service dog that's going to help your stay go a lot more smoothly. Hi, my name is Gayle and welcome to my Bodacious channel where we do some product reviews, travel, van life, some RV life, and road trips. Lots of fun things. If you have not subscribed, I invite you to go ahead and do so. Give me a like on the video. So we're going to talk about traveling with a service dog and some tips for hotels. As you can see, I'm in one right now with my service dog, who is happily not interested in anything but his toy. Definitely bring a toy or bring toys, bring more than one. And I like to take some kind of bag and bring it with me, so that way you'll have something to put slobbery toys in. Also, first things first though, when you check in downstairs, make sure you tell them at the front desk that you have a service dog. Don't forget, because I used to be a hotel desk clerk, and I've been in the industry for a while, so you will be amazed at the number of people who will forget to tell the staff that they have a service dog. I have even been guilty of that myself. If you do that, there's a chance that they can ask you, depending on the hotel and their policies, they can ask you to leave, or they can charge you a pet fee, and you won't know about the pet fee until you check out. And then you'll have to go through explaining that you have a service dog and so forth, and they'll have to call the manager and get the amount taken off. So you can avoid that by just telling them when you check in that you have your service dog with you. They may ask what the two questions, is it a service dog, service animal required for a disability, and what task has it been trained to do? And you just answer, like medical alert, mobility assistance. You don't have to say, I have epilepsy and this is what he does for me. No, you just say medical alert. If your dog sleeps in the bed with you, bring a colored sheet. Don't bring white and don't bring off-white. And that's because those are the two most common colors of sheets in hotels. And if service comes to make up your room, you don't want them to confuse the sheet that your dog is sleeping on with one of theirs. They will gather it up and take it to the laundry, and you may never see it again. Same thing if you bring a towel for your service animal. Make sure it's a color. Before leaving home, make sure you pack your first aid kit. Always have that with you, especially if you're traveling in a different area, because your service animal may be allergic to something at the place where you're going, whereas they may not be allergic at home to similar grasses and so forth. Bring any medications, and no matter how long you think you're going to stay, if you think you're going to stay 5 days, bring extra dog food, so bring it for 7 days. Package it up per day in individual bags. You may have problems like I did in New Mexico, and boom, find yourself suddenly stuck and needing that. Bring your vet's business card. This way, if something were to happen and your dog was to have to go to the vet wherever you are, and they say, "Vet does your dog usually see?" you can say, "Here's the card, right here." Another thing that you want to do before leaving home is print out the ADA law regarding service dogs. Just go to ada.gov. I have needed that several times. You go to the front desk and they're like, "Oh, we don't accept pets," and you identify yourself. It's not a pet, it's a medical assistive device. It just happens to be furry and have 4 paws. And you can just point to that portion of the ADA law and say, if you got any other questions or there's any other problems, call your manager and we'll discuss it. But here's the copy of the ADA law. I'll wait for you to call your manager. Always be nice. You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. When you get up to the room, when you first walk in, take photos. If there is any spot on the carpet, spot on the floor, any damage to any furniture, take those photos. Either go downstairs or pick up the phone and call the front desk and say, "Hey, Just want you to know we did not do this. And go ahead and report that. You can ask them to document the phone call. That way, when the maids come in to clean your room and the housekeeping staff sees this stuff on, the floor and the furniture and so forth, they won't be able to go to management and say, hey, I think this service dog has just chewed up the room. We are responsible as handlers for any damages that our service dog does. So make sure you protect yourself just in case something was to happen. Another thing that's a really good idea, make the reservation for the hotel room. Just put a little note to see if you can get a ground floor room. Because if it has been raining, snowing, or icing outside, or if it's just too hot and your dog can't play outside, he can romp around in the room and he's not going to bother anybody if you're on the ground floor. Also, when you're checking in, ask where a relief area might be. Even if it's a hotel that doesn't accept pets, they do have to take service dogs, and there might be a particular area that they would prefer that your dog take advantage of. And of course, bring your bags, pick up after your dogs. Y'all know that already anyway. So what other tips do you have? I want you to leave those down in the comment section. I'm having trouble talking today. I'm sorry. Those are some of the tips about traveling. Go have fun, because on the channel we're about #BeBodacious, which means you're not going to let life get in the way of living, and traveling with your service dog is part of that. Thank you all for watching. Check out these that are popping up on the end screens right now, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.